quick pit stop at the gas station pre back day. I had a 0 mile range. I've never ran out of gas, like, had to pull off on the side of the road, but I'm sure I've gotten close. I'm sure I've gotten close before. But plan for back. Uh, Honestly, I'm not exactly too sure. So I'm gonna go to the Y, and they don't have a legit like lat pull down or seated cable row, but they do have normal, heavy cable stacks, plus free weights, plus a couple of back machines, which they're not bad, right? So I definitely know I'll do a variety of, I'll do a variety of rowing and pull downs and pullovers, which, I mean, there's really nothing else to do for back. As long as you get a good stretch, you can kind of feel your shoulder blades. Is this guy okay? I thought that guy was about to run the yellow light. No, so as long as you can feel a really good stretch, right? You can feel your shoulder blades sort of moving in and out. That's kind of a good thing to think about. Like, let's say you're doing a machine row, right? You don't want to just get to right here and then pull, right? You kind of want to sag your whole, well, not sag, but make sure your traps get real stretched and then squeeze. But it's, for me, if I just go to the fucking gym and jump on whatever back movements I want, like not even really thinking about it too hard, you know, 5 sets in, I'll have a fucking back pump. Right, back I think has always been a pretty good strong point for me. I do think I'm lacking in a little bit of, what's the word, width. I think I got some good thickness going on, but I kind of want my lats to get out wider. So I think I may emphasize lats on this back day, but again, I'm not really completely sure. I don't have a workout in my mind yet. I kind of got to get in there and see what I want to do. So, in that sense, I'm gonna let the gym speak to me and inspire the back day. Maybe not that spiritually, but you get what I'm saying. So, already slammed the pre. Let's just fucking get in there. So, in lieu of a proper lat pull down, I don't know why they wouldn't have one here. That's kind of like a fucking staple, right? But whatever. So instead of doing actual pull downs, I'll just do a couple sets of single arm cable pull downs. Honestly, it's got a benefit. I feel like I can get a better squeeze at the bottom than with a normal pull down. But obviously, I'm kind of limited by the weight of the stack too. But this is a pretty decent working weight. So I mean, I'll just sit here, maybe even 4 sets. I don't know. So, on these, I'm really trying to focus on, like I was saying in the car, that feeling of sort of having your shoulder blade open up at the top. There's a little bit of a Fuad tip I picked up. Gotta implement it more. God damn it. Oh, Jesus. That's enough of that. Let's move on to some kind of more upper mid-back type movement. I'm not sure what yet. All right. So I'm not even really a massive fan of this row machine, but I don't really want to do the hammer strength one today. So fucking for the millionth time, in the spirit of changing it up, right? Sometimes I'll do shit I don't usually like doing. But, you know, I did a feeler set because I haven't done it for a while. So let's just throw the stack around. So like I was saying, right, pretty much thrash the fuck out of the lats. So now, you know, I got to give the upper back some attention. So I'm not going to be focusing on like pulling downward with my elbows really close to my my sides. I may flare them upward a little more, which will help me kind of contract my you know, traps and rhomboids, you know, basic upper back shit. Fuck, dude. You know, on second thought, this machine feels pretty fucking good. Holy shit, dude. Oh, that's one advantage of machines. I'll get into this kind of quick. Like if you're to do more of a compound lift, such as you know, bench or bent over barbell row. I guess another good example would be deadlifts, but I don't really recommend them, right? You'll get to a point where you just literally cannot do another rep, right? So your intensity will kind of be limited in a sense, right? Like let's say I do a set of bench, I get 8 reps and then I'm gonna fail the next one, right? I could still do a couple more assisted reps. So on a machine like this, or tons of machines usually, you can get to a point where you can't do full range of motion, but you can still increase the intensity of the set rather than just ending it right there by getting some partials out. Huge fan of partials at the end of a set. So let's move on to, I know what I'm doing. You'll see in a second. Okay, so that's 9 sets done for back. I'm gonna finish with a set of assisted pull-ups, right? I feel like I can get just a crazy squeeze on them. Way more than compared to like a normal pull-up, even when I'm fresh. But before that, I'm gonna do some single arm pullovers. You know, I say this every back day, but for me, if I've got like a rope attachment on here and I'm doing them like this, I just can't fucking squeeze at the bottom. Like, I can get fatigued, but it's just not the same like squeeze as those single arm pull downs. So what I end up doing is one handle at a time, turn to the side slightly, and you know, just try to pull my hand to a little bit to the outside of my hip. And I swear, just doing it in that way, for me, crazy squeeze, crazy burn. So I think I'll do alternating reps. So I'll go 5 on the right, 5 on the left, 5 on the right, back and forth like that until I feel like it was a good set. And then we can do the pull-ups and be done. There we go. Ugh. All right. Holy crap, dude. Whew. Fuck. I can feel that all the way in like the lowest fucking portion of my lats. Let's get that set of assisted pull-ups done and get out of here. Not too much assistance on these, or else, you know, they're not going to do any work. But I think this is an underrated machine, especially as a finisher for back. So my logic with it isn't the same as like, you know, those rows that we just did, where it was a ton of weight and I'm really just trying to fucking go through the motion of it, right? With this one, more so, what I'm really emphasizing is when I get to the top of the rep, right? When I'm in the most contracted state, I'm really trying to like, almost imagine trying to get your elbows to touch each other behind your back. Like that's a pretty decent mental cue to think about really squeezing. But you know, 10, 12 reps here, I'm done. Make sure I go hard. Whew. Oh, fuck. All right. That shit burned, goddammit. Let's get the fuck out of here. After the pump check, of course. You know, that lift reminded me of a fucking hotel gym, right? Because what, the main movement was just a cable row, or you know, a cable pull down, and then you know, some more accessory style stuff. Like nothing insanely heavy today. Today was not really a weight focused back day, more so a squeeze focused back day. All right, so let's see what kind of pump that lift elicited. Actually, let's do a fucking through the shirt check first. Oh. It feels pretty fucking pumped. I tell you what. Oh. All right. Yeah, get off me. All right. Oh. Another little benefit of a back day. Get just a mild bicep pump as well. Who doesn't love that? Who doesn't freaking love that? Oh shit. I can already see some fucking veins. All right. Maybe this pump is better than I expected. Boy. I'll have to check the footage after and see what I'm really working with. But I'd say that was a pretty damn successful back day. So on those rows, especially on that machine, I was kind of leaning back a little bit, right? Like the seat is vertical. So really, if I had, you know, perfect form when I was doing it, I would have kept my torso in the exact same spot. But I was kind of leaning back. So I was getting a ton of trap activation. You know, I guess if your traps are underdeveloped, then they're going to need some fucking direct work. But for me, they typically, well, not even typically, they've gotten all their work in the last few years just from doing, you know, more upper back focused rows. Plus, you know, they do get kind of worked when you do lateral raises a little bit, and especially if your form is really bad on lateral raises, then you're gonna get a ton of trap activation. So I never do it, and I mean, it seems like my traps are big enough. I think people kind of like, you know, when people flex their traps like this, make their neck look really big. I don't know. I'm not into that. I want some wide shoulders, and I feel like once your traps are big enough, if you push them too far over whatever that size is, I feel like it might diminish from the size of your delts, at least in like a front shot. But who knows? That's just me. So I'm gonna go get a little bit of calves done, and then we can get in the fucking car. That was a good ass pump. So is that pump better or worse than the? Well, obviously not worse. You know, it's still really good. But was it of a higher quality or slightly lower quality than the Planet Fitness back day pump? Because that was a good pump last back day, but this one also looked pretty freaky too. It's kind of a hard comparison. The lighting was different, but you know, and I mean, the difference isn't like maybe the fullness or whatever. It's going to be negligible, right? It's not like my body's going to change that much in 4 days, if even at all, honestly. But still, super pumped. So even if it was not as crazy as the last one, this one was definitely still pretty crazy, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of that back day. That makes me happy. So, in terms of to give you a little bit of insight into the music, today was like a fucking bunch of Owl City and Katy Perry plug-in bees. Dude, those are the fucking hardest edits I've ever heard. There's one guy, Flying Fish. He makes a bunch of them. I fucking love that shit. So let's slam the cluster dextrin shake and get out of here. Cluster dextrin, 2 for 1, Sam CDX. Still up if you're interested. I will tell you when that deal is done. Don't worry, you can always get the most up-to-date information if you're watching these right when they come out. But let's slam this shit. Protein shakes, kind of fucking gross. I guess it depends on the flavor. You know, I'm kind of going through a variety of stuff right now. I don't want to throw out some of the old stuff I still have, but I think you know the feeling when you fucking try a shake for the first time, and it is just fucked. Yeah, new topic. Let's think of a new tangent to go on. Fuck, man. I can't fucking think of anything. You know, the lift pretty much spoke for itself. Baller ass pump, same as the last back day. Luckily for me today, the Y was basically empty. Like there's some people floating around, but not too crazy. That obviously if a gym is packed, you know, nobody's gonna like that. Nobody likes a packed gym. But you know, for me, I think I've definitely got a tendency to prefer a more empty gym. And kind of twofold too. Like, for one thing, just for anybody, more of an empty gym. You don't have to wait for machines. You can do whatever kind of supersets you want to do. You don't have to worry about hey man, how many sets do you have left? Oh, 6? All right, I'll wait. Oh, right, that'll just fucking throw a real fucking wrench into your gears of the workout. So in that sense, I like a more empty gym. And then, of course, you know, it's a little bit less awkward for me to fucking record if there's nobody standing around me. But they've got their positives and negatives, you know. When I go back to school, it's gonna be, it's a rare occasion that I lift at my school gym anymore. Again, you know, both due to the recording and the fact that it's just fucking packed, right? I've seen some shit go down at the rec center, right? You think you've seen a busy gym. Have you ever seen 10 people working in on the leg extension at once? That shit'll give you PTSD. Of course, there's only one leg extension there too. But, whoops, come on. There we go. There's also sort of some camaraderie there. Like if you're a college guy right now, or yeah, even high school, right? If a lot of guys from your high school go to the same gym, it's definitely fun if you if you're actually lifting around the boys, right? Get if you're if you're prone to go demon mode and have some bad thoughts when you're lifting, like that's sort of your I don't want to say coping mechanism, but I guess it is kind of a coping mechanism in a sense, right? Sort of your outlet of energy, right? I think that mentality in the gym always probably not ideal. But if you got your boys around you, right? Let's say you had a shit day, right? You still get to go to the gym. Oh shit. What up, Tim? Boom, dab him up. What are you hitting? Right, that kind of gym banter, right? If that's I know for me some days that's my fucking main social interaction, right? That shit's great. But if it's really full, then you got to deal with waiting for shit. So, ideally, you got an even blend of, uh, your dogs around, but not too many people around, right? That's probably the best method. So, plan for me now, like I fucking say after every lift: home, shower, food, 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 vitamins, bed. Well, I've got 3 bins of clean laundry, which, in terms of motivation for lifting, I'd like to say I'm up there in the fucking top 1%. But for, remedial day-to-day tasks, that might take me a little bit of time to build up the energy for, if you know what I'm saying. So, either way, cardio in the morning, I know you guys aren't going to do it. Maybe I should start posting the cardio on the story. Just, say some shit to keep you guys honestly, for the 30% of you that do your cardio, or at least say that you do it, then that can be your little morning post, like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm hitting my cardio too. Same as Sam. And if you're the 70% of people not doing it, then I guess I'm just flexing on you. But who knows? We'll have to see. So, yeah, like I was saying, home, food, vitamins, bed, I'm out of here. Arm day tomorrow. I'm already excited. Get back here. I will see you next time.